Today we'll start chapter number 4, Reproductive Health. In previous chapter, we studied about the physiology of human reproductive system. But in this chapter, we'll be dealing with the health issues related to reproduction. So, it is the state of physical, emotional, behavioral and social fitness for leading a reproductive life. According to WHO also, a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, that is physical, emotional, behavioral and social, is called reproductive health. You can see India was one of the very first countries who initiated actions and plan to attain total reproductive health as social goals. As a result, in 1951, family planning programs were initiated. Also, RCH, reproductive and child healthcare programs, were promoted to create awareness about the various aspects of reproduction and making people aware through various measures. There are, you can see, so many measures were adopted by government so that people get to know various health issues related to the reproductive system. So, sex education was introduced in the schools. The knowledge about the sexually transmitted diseases were given. People were educated about the contraceptive methods. Statutory ban on amniocentesis was made so that imbalance can be reduced in gender equality. Then researches were promoted for better contraceptive methods. One example is Saheli contraceptive, which was developed by CDRI, which is a non-steroidal contraceptive pill. Now you can see population explosion and birth control, they are very much related. So because of the alarming growth rate, there is scarcity of basic requirements like food, shelter and clothing. So the main reasons for such a high population explosion in India are listed here. You can see it may be decline in the death rate, longer lifespan, also decline in maternal mortality rate, which is called MMR, also decline in infant mortality rate, IMR, because of the massive immunization programs. There are certain religious beliefs against the contraceptive pills or contraceptive methods. So these are some of the very important contraceptive methods which the masses have to be made aware of. So these are natural method, barrier method, intrauterine devices and so many other which we'll study. So first one is natural method. It works on the principle of avoiding chances of ovum and sperm meeting. So these natural methods are periodic abstinence, withdrawal, coitus or interruptus, and lactational amenorrhea. Please go through the definition of these three processes. It's given in your NCERT textbook. These natural methods, after this, it is the physical contraceptive or barrier methods. So this includes condoms in case of males and diaphragms or cervical caps in case of females. These methods prevent the contact of sperm and ovum by barrier method. Next are IUDs or intrauterine devices. So these intrauterine devices may be copper T, copper 7, then multi-load 375. Basically they are copper ion releasing methods where these copper ions, it prevents the motility of the sperms. Also hormone releasing IUDs are there, for example Progestat, LNG20. Also there are oral contraceptives. Oral contraceptive pills are present which are a combination of progesterone or estrogen. So also these contraceptive methods may be available in the form of injections or implants. They basically actually are the combination of two hormones, estrogen and progesterone, which because of the imbalance in these hormones, the maturation of ovum does not take place. So there are certain available emergency contraceptives also, and the administration of progesterone and estrogen is basically involved in this process also. Now this is the permanent method, that is called surgical method, or it is also called sterilization. You can see in case of male, the sterilization method is called vasectomy, vas deferens cut, and in females it is called tubectomy because the fallopian tube is cut. Next is medical termination of pregnancy. It is not a normal method of contraception, but suppose if there is some abnormality in the fetus, then this method can be opted. It is also called as abortion or induced abortion. Okay. So next we come to a very important issue that is called as sexually transmitted diseases or STDs. So these STDs may be bacterial or viral or fungal. Some examples you can see: gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, then chlamyditis, genital warts, trichomoniasis, hepatitis B, and very dangerous HIV. So you can see these are the different methods and symptoms which may lead to which are associated with sexually transmitted diseases. Initially they are not very symptomatic, so the patient doesn't visit the doctor, but later on these infections, they cause so much of problems